So, news. Talk about courtroom drama. It was better than an episode of Law and Order yesterday when Miss Fani Willis, the woman prosecuting Trump, by the way, in his Georgia election fraud case, took the stand. She was questioned by lawyers for Trump's co-defendants about allegedly profiting off a romantic relationship with her co-conspirator Nathan Wade. Watch.
You and Mr. Wade met in October 2019 at a conference?
That is correct. And I think in one of your motions you tried to implicate I slept with him at that conference, which I find to be extremely offensive. And it's highly offensive when they try to implicate that you slept with somebody the first day you met with them. And I take exception to it.
So your office objected to us getting Delta records.
I object to you getting records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial. A man is not a plan. A man is a companion. And so there was tension always in our relationship, which is why I would give him his money back. I don't need anybody to foot my bills. The only man who's ever foot my bills completely is my daddy.
All right. First of all, what's wrong with sex on the first date? Okay, so defense attorneys are making the case for what they call a conflict of interest. Meanwhile, the two lawyers prosecuting her, who were questioning her,
they're married.
They're married to each other, and they have a law firm together.
Yes, they do.
So isn't that a conflict of interest? And do they have a problem? Do we have a case against her?
They don't have a case against her. I think this is certainly just a political move. This is so that Trump can push this and try to kick this case and this can down the road so that if he becomes president, God forbid, of the United States, then he's going to say, you can't prosecute me in state court because I'm too busy being, he's not really going to be too busy, but he's too busy being the president of the United States. So that's what this is really about. And Georgia has a law in place that it is not unethical or illegal to have a romantic relationship with co-counsel, even opposing counsel. Can you imagine that? The only thing, because I would imagine in Georgia and all places across the country, men would not be able to practice law if it were.
So explain.
But
did they have to disclose the audience? Is that what it is? Explain to the audience what the problem is.
The problem, though, is that you cannot have a financial interest in the outcome of the case. And so that's their argument, that because he was being paid by her office and then she somehow went on dates with him or got a gift from him, the fact that he was being paid per hour made her possibly want to drag the case out because that would have benefited her.
They have to prove that.
They have to prove that, and they haven't. And that's why it's just such a ridiculous political move. It just, there's no there. There's no real case here.
Look, I agree with Sonny. I don't think they've been able to prove conflict of interest, which is the issue they are looking at.
Right.
But it doesn't look good. This is not a good look for Fani Willis. I think she should have disclosed. I think you don't create a mess where you eat, and she did. And I also think, look, I think that as a woman, she's got to...
Talking about Fani Willis, the women in the views, when I heard and talk about Fani Willis, we all know what's happening in Fani Willis, the DA in Fountain County, who was being accused that she had an affair with one of the lawyers that she hired for the case of Donald Trump. What happened in January 6th, as we all know. Looking at the women in the view, everybody was very happy with the way Fani Willis handled the situation. Fani Willis, because all what they are trying to look for is the fact that the money that she spent with Nathan is money she took, the money that was given for the campaign and used for her personal interest. So they have not been able to find what about that alone. So that's why they are still holding on it. According to the women in the view, the case have no way to go to because they have not been found. They have not been able to trace that fact. Fani Willis spoke very well and said, "A woman is not a plan; she's a companion, and she will not. The only person who have ever spent on her is her daddy." She tried to tell the people also that they are trying to put her on trial Basically, she's not on trial. The people that are on trial, they should look for them, because it's the Donald Trump people who are on trial who tried to steal the election, according to her. So Fani Willis, we all see how bold she was in court, how she could talk with a lot of, she's very knowledgeable, no one could deny that. She's very beautiful, also no one could deny that. The women in the View also went ahead and talk about Lawrence, the judge, that if they want to talk about somebody who is a criminal, it's about the judge, Supreme Judge, which is Lawrence, who have went to 38 vacation, 26 flights, and they have not been able to be accountable for that. She and the wife Jill, they have not been able to give an account for that, and no one is saying anything about them, and they are going ahead. So Fani Willis, basically, they were trying to make to her that money, she has a lot of money she kept in the house. Why would she keep a lot of money with her? Which everybody know that it's not safe to keep a lot of cash. But basically, from what we have been seeing, we know a lot of black people keep money in their house. Because if we keep watching, we know Fani Willis' father came in and tried to explain that he went to Harvard himself, and in Harvard, the Fani Willis' father said that when Fani was 6 years old, they were on a journey, and he stopped in the gas station. Basically, in that gas station, he had like 3 credit cards. They refused to take it from him. You know, it's like a racist thing that they don't want to give it because they are thinking you have stolen that credit card. So they did not give him that. So what he needed to buy was only $9 and some cents. So he had a $10 bill. He has to provide that $10 bill in order to be able to buy. If he did not have that $10 bill with him, he don't know what he could have done. So he always advised his daughter to keep at least 6 months of your salary at home. To him, basically, the first gift he gave the daughter when he graduated and started staying by herself was a safe. So for him personally, you have to have money at home. So he has a lot of money at home, so there's no case, there's no reason. Basically, what do you think about it? Do you support the fact that Fani Willis did well in court? Or do you think that she went overboard? Do you think that is it right to keep money at home for yourself as a colored person? Let me see your opinion in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help and subscribe and share the video. Happy Black History Month. That's why I'm dressed in my beautiful African attire. February is Black History Month. In the comment section, many people want to know where I'm from. I'm from Cameroon, that's in West Africa. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please help and like and share in order to promote us keep having more videos. God bless you.